Cheers. This is the Ancient One in Lawrenceville, Georgia, the suburb of Atlanta. So I've driven inside today. We had a tremendous rainstorm come through this morning, which was much needed. And I'm glad to get a little downtime, rest. Normally I'd be teaching golf, but I did play golf yesterday, and somehow there were rains west of us and thunder and storms, but it was overcast. It was a delightful day. But this segment, my film today, I wanted to just have a chat with you in my man cave and just talk a little bit about my backstory. Everybody has a backstory. We are what our environment, our culture, our family, our faith, our friends have produced. So I am not a brilliant fella, but I do have a good mind as a problem solver and seeking out truth. And not to say I haven't gone astray one way or the other, but I've pretty much kept the course. I've been married 65 years. That tells you something. I've been in the same house for 42 years, although I've had almost 10 residences. So I have experimented. I've had 10 different occupations. I've traveled extensively with my wife. We've been to all 48 states, the Union, and we've been abroad 10 different times, 20 different countries. So that is expanded my mind and my understanding. So I was born at a very early age, little joke, in rural northwestern PA, Titusville, PA, which is the birthplace of the oil industry, Edwin L. Drake. Drake's Well, 1859, and I was born after that a little bit. And so it was boom times there, but now it's very depressed, very rural, very agricultural. So how small was the town when after 4 years, I spent the rest of my growing up? Population 52. I call it a small town, but I've learned it's actually a hamlet, term I'm not familiar with. But that's a town under 100. Now, my school was small. There were 18 that graduated, my class of 53. One of them was my wife, and we've been together 65 years. And I recognized this. I was into sports. She was academic. Her mother talked her into asking me at age 16 to the Sadie Hawkins dance. Well, not dance. I reluctantly went, but I was smitten. I saw a side of Ann. She's attracted to me then, but I wasn't really looking or doing. I said, sports was my thing. But man, the chemistry, anyway, we were an item all through high school, and we both graduated from college, which is unusual from our humble beginnings. She was a valedictorian. She's all everything. I was not scholastic. And anyway, we got married in my senior year, 1956. And I've had 10 different careers. And the Army got me elected in 1957, so I served 2 years in the Army. Proud to do that. And then but that backstory's not so important. Just to know that I've done it, I've been there, I've been a problem solver, tried to do the best I could in all areas. And My last endeavor was owning a family furniture store for 24 years. My daughter and son and wife all worked together, and all our employees were like family. 12 other employees. So that was very beneficial, but hard work. Satisfying customers, receiving trucks, furniture damaged, not late. They were held up. There was one factory in Virginia was flooded out, couldn't provide me what I needed for my customer. But we got through that, and I retired at age 65. Well, now I could do what I really enjoy, my passion, golf. It's been a focus for over 50 years. Such a challenge, and being outside, and the friends, and it's just hitting a ball is so physical, enjoyable for me, and I think most men and some women. But my main joy, and I've dug through. I've had mentors from Australia, John Hensley, Jerry Hogan, not at no race in the band, um, Brian Sparks. The list goes on. I've been certified in a number of different types, and they all have some value. I call them nuggets. And now I'm working on this is the best. This is better than sliced bread. It's the cherry on top of the cake. It's called the Juju golf swing. And what this incorporates is a whip-like motion. Well, it's something I can easily do, even though my body is compromised. I have scoliosis, curvature of the spine, arthritis in my lower back, artificial hip, reconstructed right knee. I don't know if you can see the scar, but I can still function, thankfully, because of golf, because I hit balls every day. I played once a week on Wednesday, played yesterday with dear friends, had a great time. We played best ball. Of course, we're all over 70. I'm the oldest, and we play the forward tees. Shot 6 under par, which is very satisfying. But back to my backstory, where I am, and I'm philosophizing because I have a story, and I I I reach out. I love to share because I've sifted through a lot of flotsam and jetsam that's getting rid of it, because I want my mind to be clear. And I took Silva Mind Control 50 years ago. Amazing insight on how the brain works. And having a healthy brain and mind is so key. Our body, we try to eat right, live right, breathe right, exercise, but few of us do what we could. So, but golf can help in those aspects. But we have two sides of the brain. You have the left side, which is the analytical side, and we have to be there in a lot of areas. And of course, a lot of jobs require that. Then there's the right side, which is the automatic robotic side, and that makes it nice. We drive a car, we're certainly on our right brain. We're not thinking, let's see, I put my hands here. No, that's 10 and 2, or is it 8? No, you just grab on and go. You drive in, let's see, I got to turn 17 degrees, slow down to 6 mile an hour. Oh, damn, I hit that wall again. No, automatic. And that's what we want in life. Shaving, everything you do, you program it into your right brain. So then you don't have to stink and think. You don't have to. So, but we get a lot of bad programs. And I'm told in computer language, which I'm very bad at, for my age, I guess I'm good. It's called algorithms. So algorithms are like habits. They're installed. Computers, they speak in this language, patterns. I can Google on this phone billions of all of a sudden, in just seconds, my answer comes up. And it's amazing what I've learned the last 10 years with Google and all the benefits. So I want to take advantage of that. Am I a Renaissance man? Well, I hope so. I want to be of this age. Although I have friends and acquaintances that are stuck. They have the blinders on. They may not even like a smartphone. They may not even like a phone. I'm not naming any names. Flip phone, maybe. Turn that damn thing off. I don't want to listen to that stuff. Well, I do. I want as much input so I can cipher and sift through and get the good stuff, put it over here, erase. So I learned with Silva Mind Control, and this was 50 years ago, that I was always interested in the mind, body, how it works. I was a top salesman and entrepreneur, and I understood how to influence people and figuring out what would be best for them. So I was always helpful in that area. But Silva, this was a Mexican immigrant. He had 7 children, but he was a genius. He found out how to tap in to your mind and how to influence your mind and program it. Well, this was fascinating to me, and I learned I think it was a 3-day session. And I learned how to use my mind in a constructive manner and erase those negative thoughts. Now, I'd taken Dale Carnegie and other classes, how to win and influence enemy, or how, I forget the name of it, but using Silva Mind Control, a simple mechanism I learned early on was how to expunge just with a simple term, cancel, cancel. Well, I have bad thoughts. Everybody does, negative thoughts. Cancel, cancel. I get rid of it. Is that quick? Oh, man, did I love that. Now, we're in mental health problems today more than ever. We've always had them. Negative thoughts. We're conflicted. A lot of people are depressed. Calvin Ridley couldn't play football last year for the Falcons. He had mental issues. I'm sure it was because he was depressed. Simone Biles, the Olympian, she couldn't do what was natural for her, programming the right brain on the beam, falling off, and she just had to pull out. Mental issues. And this is in our environment here, we have so much negativity. How are we going to sift through there? Of course, golf is a marvelous therapy. I had a friend that's daughter died last week. So naturally, you're grieving, you're down, but what you have to do is celebrate the good thoughts. And my son died not unexpectedly 6 months ago, age 62, diabetes, end-stage renal, on dialysis. All his major organs were affected. He had a massive stroke, and we were with him, my wife and I, when he died. And it was a great send-off. We celebrated, and we were talking to him and holding his hand as he breathed his last, and even after, for a half hour or so. It said that even after the heart stops and the breathing stops, the brain still can function. Who knows? But we talked to him and relived the glory days and the trips and the fun times we've had. So that's what we want to hang on to. My daughter died unexpectedly, hard, middle of the night, age 56. Wow. So I, of course, couldn't sleep the rest of the night after the call. Went up to the local driving range, got a large bucket of balls. After hitting 4 balls, the grief just washed off of me, and I was focused in on hitting that little white ball. Now, I still have a hole in my heart. We all have scar tissue, but we fight through it. You know, we're on loan. This is just a temporary stop. And we're not going to get out alive from this earthly existence. But I'll be glad to move on. I'm doing video. So I thought I was incognito, but I've been found out. But I get a lot of I get a lot of space. I can do these things. It's helpful for me to share, but I think she has a task in mind to me. So I'm going to sign off. It's been long. I appreciate you hanging with me. I've got a lot of backstory, a lot of stories, and I hope you too are blessed. And go forth and share and be kind. And cheers later.